What up, guys? Total Control 871. Figured I'd show you guys what it's like going into the lair, secret lair of Camp Evergreen at night. As you can see, it is pitch black until infrared activated from the Bushnell. There's a tent. Let's see, where's my parking brake? My parking block, should I say. Tilt the camera. Tilt the light down. There it is. I've got my my bricks set up. Fucking daddy long leg, can you see him? Shadows in the way. Fuckers are everywhere. Alright. So I got some bricks set up out here that I can do my pedal trick. Which ain't easy. I'm coming back from a charge session. See if I can show you the Blackrider. Hopefully this won't tip over. Stand back here. I don't know if you'll be able to see the Blackrider. So there's a Blackrider. Under infrared light. Alright, I'm starting to feel things bite me. So I gotta get the fuck inside. And I also had a fresh shower. So that means I don't have any bug spray on. So just a sec, people. Gotta put the bike away. Hold on. Alright guys, we are now secure in our tent. Like I say, this is much more secure coming in at night than having a gigantic white light flashing, you know. Trust me, there's always some fucking Gladys Kravitz type person that is lurking about. Holy smokes, I don't even know what you guys can see or not. I'm not using the front screen, and that red light, it's really intense. Matter of fact, I'm wondering if I should hold on a second. I have no idea if that even makes it better or not. Yeah, so I just wanted you guys to see what it's like when I enter and egress from Camp Evergreen under stealth conditions at night. I'm sure you guys can hear that the distant highway is out there. So obviously I'm not Grizzly Adams deep in the woods. Civilization isn't that far off. Nevertheless, there's always some type of Gladys Kravitz nosy neighbor that's always going to be lurking, and these are the things that you got to that you have to be on the lookout for, you know, when you stake out a stealth camp. I have seen locations that look totally primo. Extremely level ground, lots of evergreen trees, lots of pine trees. Unfortunately, there'll be like a couple of houses directly across the street from it. I can guarantee you, it's just going to be a matter of time before somebody sees you coming and going. And you know what? Even if they're not an evildoer, there's always somebody who feels like they're helping. You know, sometimes we homeless, sometimes our helpers end up being the biggest thorn, the biggest fly in the ointment. All right, guys, hold on a second. Switch to regular light here. All right, I think that's a little bit better. Can you guys see me now? So one of the things that I do when I come in, I do try to get things into the tent as quickly as possible. The fucking bugs, it's like they're fucking brilliant, man. They know the entrance, they know the egress of the tent, and they just basically lurk. You're never going to be able to dart in and out of the tent, especially with the bike, fast enough to get in and out without them not coming in. Hold on, this light might not be bright enough. There, I think that might be better. There we go. Yeah, so how do I combat this? Well, in addition to utilizing our wonderful bug spray. Love my bug spray. Sportsman Max, because I do a lot of sweating. Get things that are tailor-made for you. If you're not physically active, then you probably won't need as much DEET or something that's going to be the consistency that will, because I'm not going to lie to you, that Sportsman Max, it can go on you pretty heavy, and it can feel kind of oily when it first goes on you, you know, before the air can like maybe kind of dry it up a little bit. Yeah, if you have been sweating, if you put it on when you've already started sweating, your pores are open, you're going to get a little bit of a burn, a little tiny little minor burn. So I would advise you to at least dab and dry yourself off from sweat first before you put on the DEET. Not everybody's going to need 40. I keep a little, maybe I got to get another one. A portable, you know, little palm size 100% DEET in the trunk of the Blackrider, and it might surprise you what it's actually classified for in the trunk of the Blackrider is for emergency roadside repair. I want you guys to stop and think about this, because like I told Detective Death Fuel that I am trying to be more educational and less punitive. Just stop and think for a moment, or if you want, pause this video and just give thought. Emergency roadside repair? Bug spray? Huh? Actually, it's probably not that difficult to figure out, but you probably just don't understand the intensity of the problem. And that might have something to do with your location. Here in South Jersey, there are a lot of salt marshes around, and with salt marshes come greenhead and yellowhead flies and black flies. As a matter of fact, when I was speaking with Detective Death Fuel, it's kind of why I wrapped things up in something of a hurry. The black flies were definitely attacking me. And because I'm in shorts and whatnot, he was in you know, heavy denim jeans. Anyway, so I was chit-chatting with somebody at the bike shop, and oh my god, I felt so bad for this. I wasn't even there, but I felt so bad for this fellow cyclist that was telling me the story. They got a flat salt marsh. Jesus. All of my cyclists already know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, God have mercy. And the faster you try working, because instantly you are hot. you are sweaty. I can't even begin to fucking tell you how quickly, I mean, Mother Nature just equipped these goddamn flies with supersonic motherfucking detection. The heat, the CO2 coming out of your carbon coming out of your mouth, the heat, the perspiration, they detect all that shit, and they make a bee fucking line directly for you. And believe me, Mother Nature gave them zero ability to bite pain-free. I mean, you can feel a mosquito bite, but you know, if a mosquito has the time and the finesse, they can kind of slip it in without you really feeling it sometimes. But these yellowhead, greenheads, I'm preaching to the choir. I'm sure you guys know what a yellowhead and, you know, the greenheads feel like. Matter of fact, their bite is so painful, and their incisors, whatever it is they use to puncture, it's just such a, shall we say, a large gauge needle, metaphorically speaking. This poor cyclist, when they finally got their flat tire repaired and underway, because his mates wanted to wait, but you know, he understood, the mates understood, you know, these greenheads are just simply going to annihilate everybody. There's nothing that anybody could have done for him anyway. Flat tires are peculiar like that. Having 4 or 5 people work on one flat tire is not going to change it any faster. You just have to understand that. Anyway, so, matter of fact, the more hands you have involved in that, the more complicated it'll probably be. You'll be slowing yourself down. Anyway, so they went on without him, you know, to escape the greenheads. Poor guy, when he finally got his tire changed and finally caught up to his riding group, they said it looked like he had been shot multiple times. The blood was just streaming down his arms and legs. They said it was like he got shot multiple times. That's just how bad these things are. So, yeah, definitely. Here, I'll show you. Hope I don't seem like a fucking commercial for Deep. But, yeah, no joke. This shit, like, saves my life. Like, I'm running low. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. See it or not. I'm running low on, that. And, yeah, because, you know, anytime you stop on the side of the road, like, the grassy area where, you know, we had stopped with, Detective Death Fuel, they had black flies there, across the Route 40, the boulevard there. Matter of fact, in the video where I'm coming back on the opposite side where I was trying to film the salmon cyclist, for those of you who don't know, we in the cycling community refer to cyclists that ride against the flow of traffic as salmon cyclists. You know how a salmon swims upstream? So that's what we call cyclists that ride against the flow of traffic, salmon cyclist. And over there, you know, directly across there's like, it's like swamp water back there. It's like a mixture of woods and swamp water, completely inhospitable, you know. So you know, you break down in those areas, you have a mechanical, a flat tire where you got to stop, use your emergency roadside repair, or even at the very worst, if you have to just simply, in my case anyway, call for a tow truck, because the Blackrider, it's insured with emergency roadside assistance. If I have to call for a tow truck, I could be there for a little while before that tow truck gets to me, and well, whew. Ay, ay, ay. You know, you'll just be annihilated. So yeah, in the trunk of the Blackrider, I always keep portable DEET, 100% DEET. You know, I can tell you right now, probably even the most what is it, earthiest or hippiest, you know, because I know they got all kinds of formulas, and I'm not saying that they don't work. Chemical-free, natural alternatives to insect repellent, and I've seen a lot of stuff, but man, I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Going back to like an emergency situation, you know, like a prepper type situation, dude, we don't got time for this fucking millennial hippie doololly shit. I need protection, and I need it right now until this fucking truck gets here, this tow truck gets here. Hold on a second. There we are. Yeah, so there you go. Had a good charge session tonight. Got the bricks all charged up. My charge sessions, they usually last me about a week, sometimes a little longer. Week, maybe a week and a half. And so yeah. And so that's what it's like, you know. Coming and going at night under stealth conditions. Camp Evergreen, and all the things that you got to think about. You know, this is what you got to think about when you're homeless. Oh, I knew there was something I was struggling to remember. Another product. Not sponsored by any of these people. This is Gorilla Tape. Actually, it doesn't have to be Gorilla Tape. It could pretty much just be any tape. You could use box tape. What I do is, cause like I said, I just came back from a charge session, so the Black & Decker lantern, it's still packed away in the Blackrider's panniers, and I'll set it up over in the corner here, okay, and when the light is on, it basically will draw all of the insects that are inside, because I know they snuck in. I've come to terms with that. They're going to sneak in when you're bringing the bike in. When you yourself is coming and going, they're going to sneak in. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. Or actually, that's not quite true. There is something you can do about it, and I'm about to give you a little homeless hack. I put the light on. All the bugs, flies, mosquitoes, whatever it may be, insects are genetically predisposed. They're attracted to light. Okay, they're going to be attracted to light. And I just basically cut it on. And I'll go to watching, you know, cut on TV, YouTube. And, you know, go watching. And after about an hour or so, after, you know, everything settles down and the bugs get attracted, what I'll do is I will peel off a nice little, like, 6-inch strip of this tape, and then roll it so that it's, you know, sticky on the outside, and a loop. It's a loop now, and it's sticky on the outside. And what I'll do is just sit right here and just, you know, with like a little ring, and just and yeah, in case you're wondering, it took me a little while to figure this out. I don't know if you guys will be able to see or not. Let's turn the light there. The stains are bug guts. The stains are bug guts. And it's like, I'm like thinking, in the beginning I'm like, well, you know, I cannot fucking just keep smashing, and this tent will be covered in bug guts. So I came up with a solution. I just basically kind of just like dab, you know, just dab, and it captures it basically. It's like a bug trap. So I just kind of like go around just snatching them up, and so instead of, it's like a proactive fly strip. Think of it like that. Instead of me just simply hanging a fly strip, I do have them, by the way, and I decided not to use them. Those fly strips are incredibly gummy and sticky. Oh my God, this tent is very small. Okay. Were I to forget about it being there for just a split second and go to move, and, you know, I'll have fly, and God only knows there'll be flies on it too, so, no. And then what could possibly even be seen as worse, a breeze that blows, blowing it, and it'll stick it onto the tent, and it's, like I said, it's very sticky, very gummy. You go to pull it off, if you damage the tent, peeling it off the tent wall, you don't want that headache. So I don't use fly tape, or whatever they call them. I just roll tape on the outside, like box tape, or in this case Gorilla Tape, and I just kind of like dab them, and I catch them, and you know, it's pretty easy. Like I said, they're drawn right to the light, so it's not like you're chasing all over the tent and whatnot. And it's a small tent, you know, so I catch them, and then, you know, by the end of the night, by the time I'm ready to go to bed, I've got a tape roll full of dead bugs, and you know, I'll hit myself off, my extremities and whatnot off with some bug repellent, and then I'll go to bed, you know, and there you go. That usually works pretty good. All right, guys, that's it. We are all in, and yeah. See, what am I gonna do? I got some dogs. I got some jalapeno dogs, and I might put a couple of those on and have dinner, and then I'm gonna watch a little TV, and then I'm gonna go to bed. You guys take it easy. Total Control 871. Into light, kill it.